review. Got some callers. No Way Back For Ole. The reason this title is because basically I don't think there's any way that he could turn this around anymore. I personally think that he's been figured out, but let's get someone in a sec. Let's get someone in anyways. Hello?
Hello! Hello.
I have to turn off chat because of Jake typing that.
Okay.
Because you can't just, Jake, you do realise that I'm not going to be able to do anything on my channel if you just type in that, like, curse all the time. Thanks, Annie. But, like, for the crack. But, like, one thing you'd like to talk about with this team. But with this...
What is Ole doing for this club? What is he doing?
Nah, Jake, cop on. I'm actually gonna ban you if you're gonna be like that. Right, go on.
Yeah, so I was gonna say, what is he doing? What is he actually trying to do? Is he like, he's just doing absolutely nothing for this club. He's like, today, it's like a disgrace. Playing Ling Piera over Mata. Now, I know people will complain to me for saying, oh, Mata's like that, but at least doing more as a can than Pierre and Lingard. Pierre played dreadful today. He missed a good opportunity, a good cross by Wan-Bissaka. And yes, Wan-Bissaka was tight, but at least Wan-Bissaka put on some effort and put a good cross in.
Yeah.
Pierre was just dreadful today, honestly. He was the worst player on that pitch.
Like, at the end of the day, I'm not gonna lie, tactics are, like, in depth, in my opinion. I think it's the club is just a shambles. I'm not gonna lie. Why are you playing 5 at the back against Liverpool? Sometimes 6 at the back when 5 are in the box, sitting deep in the box. Like, as well, corners, the zonal marking or tactical marking, whatever you want to call it, is a disgrace. Having Brandon Williams, the shortest player, and Liverpool's tallest player, and the best at attacking, like corners, like headering, is disgraceful. I don't think United have way back from this, in my opinion. I don't think Ollie has way back. That's why I called the title that, because like, well, what is he gonna do that would change the club? You know what I mean? He's in denial about his tactics. You know what I mean? Like, I think personally, Tac League's in depth. Doesn't have a clue what he's doing on corners. I don't know what that is, and just flapping his arms about like he's Flappy Bird. Like, eventually, Ollie's gonna end like Flappy Bird did. He's gonna run into a wall, and that's the Glazers' money wall, saying we're not making any money anymore.
Yeah, I just think today that annoyed me is he subbed off Luke Shaw for Delot. That's one that really annoyed me too, because Luke Shaw's playing really good today. And also to the Luke Shaw haters, he's still not bad. Not me. He still can play very well. But when you subbed off like Delot, was centre back, Delot didn't do anything.
No, but Delot played left back.
No.
Delot played left back.
Well, to be honest, he was just poor.
Like, I think personally, if you're gonna wait till 74th minute to sub somebody on, how can you be called a manager? Like, he literally said it in an interview. You have to have 20 minutes to make an impact. And what does he go and do? Undermine himself. This proves how
he's trying to make them do exactly what he used to do when he came on. Do you remember when he used to, in the last 20 minutes, he scored an important goal every time he come off the bench? Well, these players are different though. You're putting on defensive. They're not going to score goals. You've got to put on the right.
And it's not even 20 minutes. It's about 13 every time. Exactly. And how are they going to make an impact in 13 minutes when the game's dead?
Yeah.
Like,
different players to you.
Like, if you sub them on with half an hour to go, Liverpool are still attacking, how much of a difference would that made?
Yeah. I just think it was just literally, and the stupid things he said, the last 30 minutes was absolutely a lie, because the fact is we didn't play well, because we did. We wouldn't concede the second goal, yeah. We would have probably scored a goal to get one goal back, but we didn't know.
Yeah, we didn't because it's Ollie. Like
yeah.
I want to ask you this: do you still think Bruno will happen? Bruno, yes. Bruno.
Well, at the moment, it's going Bruno at the moment, isn't it? Like, we get so much hype, and I did say...
I said it on the show. People are getting so overhyped about this deal. I think it'll eventually happen because they have to do it,
it's
but...
coming from Daily Express. It's not coming from the cuss mouth, it's coming from Daily Express.
See, like, all the journalists were reporting on, but the Daily Mail reporting it's done, Fee agreed, and people are getting overhyped about it. I just don't know anymore. You know what I mean?
Stupid. I mean, it's absolutely stupid.
Right. Thanks for coming. Gonna have to get someone else on though. I'll get Jesse. It's okay.
Alright then.
Next caller. Hello.
There, I would not blame him at all. It's a train wreck, man. Even Holland was like, it's too unstable there right now, dude. He's like, I'm gonna go to Germany because they have more. They know what they're doing over there. It's a nightmare out here, man.
True.
Oh, hey, sorry.
I didn't want to stop you. I was like, oh, I want to hear what's going on now.
Well, I was talking to Tuss.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, whoa.
Yeah, like you were like for the last 30 seconds, and I was like, okay, keep going.
You had me up for 30 seconds ranting and raving?
you were like, oh, Harland doesn't even want to join because we're so totally inept and all that, and I'm sick of it.
Yeah, because I was thinking, if I'm Bruno Fernandes and I'm watching United play today, do I really want to come there?
Like, and they're saying he's desperate to come. And look, maybe he thinks he can fix the problems.
Honestly, is United better off than Sporting Lisbon right now? That's a real question.
But I think personally the only reason he wants to go to United is if there's another Premier League club into him, I don't think he'd choose United. The only reason he's going to United is because we're the only option to go to the Premier League. I think he thinks he needs a step up at his age.
Yeah. So do you have a topic in mind? Because I do have one if you don't.
Alright, say your topic.
Well, I was talking to Tuss about this, and I watch a lot of Liverpool play, not just United, because out in America, Liverpool are the most exciting team right now, so they're on national TV every week. And I was sitting there thinking, and I'm like, at first I was like, they have an entirely world-class back five. And then I'm like, that's not luck. That is coaching. Trent Alexander and Robertson, they're world-class, and that's just not by luck. That is coaching, and that is training that have created them that way. Like, Robertson came from Hull. He was bottom rung. And Klopp and his coaching staff have turned him into one of the best left backs in the world.
Cause
and I think that more than anything else shows the coaching. And especially with United, right? The coaching, and especially to scout Robertson in the first place. The fact that they could coach Robertson into one of the best left backs in the world, and the fact that they could get players in less than an hour. They got Fabinho in an hour. They got Minamino in an hour. How come United take 4 weeks to get one signing? Liverpool could literally probably get 10 signings in the time United get one. You know what else bothers me is like, how are you so leaky with your business? It's like.
Because the amount of money, because at the end of the day, I think United get money if they leak something to people, because then they get first to be information, then they're popular, then they get followers. So I think personally, if they leak stuff, I think they get money by people, because you know what I mean.
Right. Like I was looking at like I was comparing before the game started, like on Saturday, I was comparing United's best team that they could put on if everybody was healthy, and Liverpool's best team. And yeah, Liverpool will get more in an 11, but I was looking at them comparison, and I'm like, are they really that much better talent-wise, or has he just been coached so much?
Like, if we did a step-by-step team, Alisson or De Gea, that's a debate, but personally I think I'd stay with De Gea. Alisson looked a bit shaky sometimes today, though, didn't he? A few kick-outs, he nearly lost.
He did, but, you know, it's like, he did look a bit shaky, but at the same time...
Yeah, he did well.
He was never that much in danger, actually.
Yeah, and he got an assist. How bad must we be for a keeper to get an assist?
That's like Ederson stuff, like...
You know what I mean?
That's how
like,
you play.
I'd still stick with De Gea, but it just goes to show how many people get in. Right back... Trent or Wan-Bissaka.
You gotta put Trent. I'm sorry, like as of right now, you gotta put Trent. But you know what? I don't think we have the time to go through the whole team because you're gonna want to get Tuss on. But I just wanted to say real quick before.
Oh no, you still have time. You've been on for not that long.
Okay, just like even the thing that drives me crazy is you're seeing just how bad the recruitment and the training is because. Literally, United is. You know what's been bothering me, and I don't like to always, stick up for the United stand, and I don't want to sound like I'm just always, on Mark Goldbridge's face, but I gotta give him credit. He was saying weeks ago that United are on the verge of an injury crisis, and no one took him seriously. And now look at the.
I was saying as well, we were going to have an injury crisis. It was obvious. How many players? Rashford plays literally every single game. If it's either 45 minutes coming off the bench or it's starting, he was going to get injured eventually. It was a stress injury to his back, so that makes him out for longer. And so he's out for 6 weeks, but he has to get rehab. After that, this is confirmed by Ole. He's out for at least 6 weeks, then he has to get rehab, and then he has to get recovery. So he could be out for the next 3 months.
Yeah, this is, and then I was thinking about it, and I was like, this is how you know it's the coaching, but it's also the recruitment, because
and fitness department.
If Liverpool literally have an entire other team that they could play if they're injured, we didn't even see Matip. We didn't even see Milner. Like
we didn't even see Fabinho until he came on.
Right, Origi won them the Champions League essentially with that comeback against Barcelona.
Like as well, this is the thing, right? How many players of that Liverpool team will walk into United's start 11 and subs? The whole 11.
At this point, I would even take Lallana.
I'm not gonna lie, their whole 11 would walk into United's subs and bench, including them as well. How many of United's team would walk in? 4?
Exactly. Here's the thing: we need to ask Tuss and Mason this because they're 2 English guys. But you tell me, and this is just me looking out from the outside in. You tell me, was Henderson really that amazing of a player, or did the coaching and the training turn him into one of that country's best players?
Right. Thanks for coming on, but we have to get other people, as you know. We'll do we'll do player ratings near the end, as you know.
Word.
Right. Thanks.
Thank you.
Jeez, this is abysmal by United.
Hello.
Anything you'd like to talk about before I have a meltdown? Go on, go before I have a meltdown with United.
Jesus Christ, Lord, please don't do this. You know what's happened to Daniel James?
What?
I know exactly what's happened. He's come in, had a brilliant first few games. I mean, first few, how can I say it, months, yeah. And then, good performances. But then, he's starting to get tired, and we left the championship, and he's starting to look a bit like a 15 million player from the championship. And you know what's happening? Now we're all on top of him when he should have been gradually put into the squad.
And do you know what? I got ate by loads of people for saying in the before the season started, my predicted line for Chelsea that James wouldn't start, and for the couple of games I still don't think James should have started. Look at where it is now. I clearly said he should be brought in. People said, you were so wrong. And who's been proven right again? He would have been a 10 times better player. Let's just say we signed a Sancho or something.
Brilliant impact player, in my opinion.
Yeah,
brilliant.
But he's never going to turn into this £80 million pound player would want him to be.
I mean, he could, but he needs to...
No, but the reason I'm saying he never will is because if they never sign a winger, he never will. If he never gets to just adjust, if he's being thrown in, how's he going to learn to improve things? He's going to have to play it safe if he's starting every single game, because he can't risk injury, he can't risk playing absolutely horrendous. Like, he can't risk it anymore. So how complacent is he going to get with just coming into United? Very. And how complacent is he going to get in the coming years with his performances and just play the exact same...
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's frustrating watching United.
Another thing, though, that annoyed me... See this zonal marking, okay, if he's going to go with it, let's for example, if he's going to still go with it, yeah, at least don't put Brandon Williams to stop Virgil van Dijk from running at him.
Yeah,
Brandon Williams, he's young, inexperienced, and he doesn't have enough bulk on him. Get someone like even Maguire.
And exactly, it's not even that he's bulky, that he's not bulky, he's nowhere near the same height as him.
Exactly.
And I think personally, I don't know if...
As well, how's he going to get... How are you going to let him have a whole...
Were you here when I said that I predicted that Liverpool scoring that exact corner because I said Maguire needs to be on Van Dijk?
No, but I think I saw it in the chat there.
Right? Yeah, I predicted that exact thing, because that's the thing that annoys me. How can you play against Liverpool's best attacking player on corners, let him be free? How? That's like Liverpool letting Maguire be free on corners. Was he free on free kicks or corners? No chance.
Exactly, he was marked. And the thing that annoyed me as well, he saw what he did. He even said in the press conference that he saw what happened.
Well, you know he did.
He still went out in the second half and he did it again. He zonal marked again. He didn't change anything from it. He zonal marked again.
And then Van Dijk said after the post-match thing, he says, "Oh, we wanted to play under zonal marking." So everyone figuring every little thing about us. One of our tactics today was to play against their zonal marking. So play against their... Oh, I can't. I was going to say something, but I can't. There's zonal marking. Just play. Don't go all out attack against them. And what do you have? A 2-0 win. It's going to happen every week because people are looking at this now. Wait, if even a player knows what United are going to do, how does every team in the Premier League not know what United are going to do then? If one player can point it out, the rest of the league can. You know what I mean?
It's a good point, yeah.
Like,
and another thing that annoyed me as well, Blossy. Wan-Bissaka, I think he saw this as well. Wan-Bissaka, when he was going upfield, he didn't track back. I think Ole should have said at half time, you need to start tracking.
Do you know what's frustrating me? I know Wan-Bissaka was tired, but even in the first half, I think personally he's got complacent. I think he's not satisfied. I don't think he wants to grow anymore defensively. So whenever he just jogs back, that's frustrating now. He's just jogging back like it's Sunday League.
Is this discipline from the manager? Is this bad management from the manager?
Yes.
He should be scared of the manager. He should fear from the manager. He
yes.
should be running back, busting a gut. And basically, he came here to say that he's good at defending, but he wants to improve his attacking going forward, and he thinks that the coaches would help him. But what improvement have we seen from Wan-Bissaka since he's come here going forward? We haven't seen.
We've seen one cross.
One cross and that's it. One cross out of the whole more than half of the season.
And I'm scared. If Bruno comes in, I literally said that I wouldn't get too hyped. And what's happening now, he might not even sign because people got overhyped. And remember people were saying to me I was a hype killer and all that for the deal. I said it might not even happen. And who predicted it 100% right again? Me.
I still think it will happen.
No, hopefully it does. But I literally said it's not going to happen anytime soon. It could not even happen. And what's it looking like? I think personally now it's 50-50.
I think it's like, I don't know. I think it's more than 50-50. 60-40 to me.
I think, but the reason it's going to be 60-40, I can see your point, is because now they have to go. Now they're going, oh no, we lost against Liverpool.
They need the money as well.
Yeah, exactly. I think personally, what what is wrong with Sport Lisbon asking for €80 million, £68 million? What is wrong with them asking that? And that's including add-ons. What's wrong with them asking that when you could have got for cheaper in the summer? And they're like, I hear they're desperate. They need the money. They need our player. Why should we not bump the price? And people are going on, we should drop out. We should drop out. No.
I'm not gonna even lie to you. I saw the 80 million. I thought it was 80 million pounds, but it's not. It's 80 million euros.
It's 68.
Like, I was understanding why at first because I thought it was pounds, but it's actually 68.
But why should we care?
That's what he's worth.
Well, why should we care? Even £8 million. Why should we care? It's not our money. And at the end of the day, if you're going to go out and play 8 million for Maguire, he's been good, but he's.
From their perspective, like they wouldn't want to pay that. That's why I understand. Like, but 68 million. Pounds, yeah. That is actually
including add-ons. So it's about 50 million up front, and then 18 million add-ons. And the add-ons include if he wins the Ballon d'Or, if he wins the Champions League or the Premier League. So half those add-ons won't even happen, sadly. And the thing that I'm afraid of is if Bruno comes in, you do realise that he could dip fast because the coaching staff.
It's that, yeah, but it's also the players around him. We've seen some
Pogba,
Wan-Bissaka, Dan James, Harry Maguire. Some of their performances, they've been dipping because of the players surrounded by them. They're not confident with the players surrounded by them.
Exactly. I think personally,
Man City, they have a good structure. They have good players around them. They have quality.
And like,
even if the tactics aren't up to scratch, they got the players that bring out.
You got Jay Lings doing his little rocky millie walk. You got Rashford with no back anymore, literally. We got Daniel James who looks like a Tarzan or something. He's that tired. We got Wan-Bissaka who's like doing running man. Like, what is this? What is this? And then we got to like I'm not gonna lie, the last goal I think De Gea should have saved it. What, like the game was over.
The game was over, so he probably didn't really care that much.
I'm not gonna lie. And nobody ever just shrugging this off. He wanted to push up to get a goal, and they're telling him to go back.
Yeah.
He's like, let me push up, and they're like, go back. What are you doing? It's over anyways.
I get that as well, but like they did clear it, so they was on the counter. So if there was no goalkeeper there.
Yeah, but the game was over anyways.
True.
You know what I mean? There's a minute left. Risk it all, or don't risk it. Risk it, or don't risk it for a biscuit. And all they did was dunk it, and they sunk it.
That's actually a good one.
Do you know what I mean? That's what I'm gonna say. Did they risk it for a biscuit, or did they dunk it and sunk it? Analogy king right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, they dunk it and sunk it because they didn't go up and it backfired because Salah because Ice Cream Man counter-attacked. Daniel James was not strong enough. It wasn't his fault though, to be fair. He was tired. He was trying to run back as fast as he can. Running Man was nowhere to be seen. Maguire with 53 pace.
People saying that he fell over. He didn't fall over. He tried to slide tackle.
No, but what is he meant to do? He's not going to get a red card, people are saying. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm going to go back and chat and talk about running man and all that.
Okay, cool.
Right. Guys, right, I just got to say something, right? That game, it wasn't a great game overall. The reason I'm saying it is, I'm not gonna lie, we have Daniel James, who's Tarzan, who's that tired. Like, this is what I said to Tuss, these exact analogies. Martial, who kind of looked like he was at, like, church praying the whole time, like, blessing himself. No offense. I have nothing against, like, religious beliefs or anything, like, because I am Catholic myself. But, like, who plays football just blessing themselves every 10 seconds, like? And then we got Marcus Rashford, who has no back anymore. He probably puts cardboard plates in between his back to keep him safe. Pereira, who looks like he's like wearing those goggles that impair your vision, so then everything's dizzy and all that, and it's like you're drunk. We got Nemanja Matic, who was no, we'll leave him off. Slow in the first half, slow as a duck. Then we got Fred, who was I can't criticize him. I'm not gonna lie, he was the only player trying to push up. Then we got Maguire, who I'm not gonna lie, he's not fast, is he? He's not a lightning.
I kind of disagree with that. He looks slow, but he's actually...
No, but I'm not saying. I just mean he's not the fastest. I'm not saying. I said he's not lightning quick. If you get me. I don't agree with FIFA 53 pace, but like he's not lightning quick if you get me. Like,
wow, that's low.
Yeah, Wan-Bissaka doing running man the whole time, just like down the wing, just not even getting back. Like I swear the music was on in the background. Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Like I was telling you guys, like when Wan-Bissaka and when Greenwood were trying to cross the ball, when they're doing it with the beach ball, how are they floating it into the stands like that?
And as well, and then we got Brandon Williams, who's Youngie now because Ashley Young left, and he's the young boy, so we'll call him Youngie. Shaw, who is, I'm not gonna lie, a better injury record than a tub of biscuits, and you know how hard easily they break. And then we got Lindelof, whose headed is worse than a dog's. No, I'm sorry, his head is not great. Then we got De Gea. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna call him Humpty Dumpty because I'm messing. I was gonna call him Humpty Dumpty because dropping the ball, but it's not his fault for dropping that today. I disagree with people saying he should have been stronger. He elbows his arm. Exactly, elbows your arm. If you elbow your arm, what are you gonna do? Just stand there and go, ow. It's okay. Like that shakes your arm. As a goalie, if you get headed from a big chunky forehead, yeah. If you're getting a big fat chunky forehead of the best centre back in the world, of the best centre back in the world right now, right? Your arms obviously gonna have a mini spasm. Your arms obviously gonna have a mini spasm and drop the ball like.
Can you please tell me it's still recording? Because we gotta clip that. Dude.
It's still recorded. It's still recorded.
2020, I'm not even like You don't realise how funny you are, actually.
This is what I do when I rage, like, you know what I mean? Like, I know to be honest, the best Dutch centre-back is De Ligt anyways. I'm messing.
You know what? I'm gonna sound like an idiot, but I always get him confused. Which one is Frankie de Jong and which one's De Ligt? Which one went where?
One centre back and one centre mid. Yeah, but that's what he doesn't. See, that's why he doesn't know the difference. He's trying to say he doesn't know the difference because they're both blonde hair. They're both K-pop. They're both K-pop wannabes.
Right, that's the thing. De Ligt is at Juventus, right?
I'm not gonna lie. Do you know what Robertson reminds me of? A gnome. The way his head is just pointed up like.
Yeah, I think he looks like.
Rema Ismail, welcome to stream. Yeah, I was on the United stand. Before a couple of times actually. I'm not gonna lie. Can I go back? Can I go back to the guy that has the big fat chunky forehead for a second? Like his hair, I'm not gonna lie, his hair is tied up like he has like a bowl on the back of his head. I swear he just got a bowl on his head and just cut around it. A bowl cut. Yeah. Right? And you're letting Mr. Bowley, you're letting big fat chunky forehead in through on goal with an easy header. Like you can't do that. Like you know what I mean?
Everyone was.
I'm not gonna lie, he's getting sacked in the morning. Yeah, he is. Yeah, hopefully he does.
Sacked in the
morning.
Who's our backup plan? Let's get pushed.
Do you know what our backup plan is?
Getting sacked.
Oh, let's get Gary Neville.
Oh.
Barge off.
Hey, toxic.
Hey, what is I was just gonna say
No.
Why don't we get a former legend of the club to come on in for an interim basis, and then we'll offer him the job a month before he should be getting. Oh wait a minute, we've already done that.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna lie. If we're talking about Van Dijk's big chunky fat forehead, like I think we should talk about Maguire's forehead. Like God's light shines on it every day. Do you see how shiny his forehead is? Like God. Like Maguire, God shines his light every day in Maguire's lovely big fat chunky forehead that's bigger than Van Dijk's, you know what I mean?
Let me just tell you something. I love me some Maguire, but it looks like he can only count to 20 if he's barefoot. I love this guy, but he looks like whenever I'm watching him do interviews, watch him do an interview and then put the mute down, and you swear it'd be like, duh.
This should be called the Man United comedy show. We should have once a month. Do you know what we're doing?
That's fine things to laugh about, or we're gonna go crazy.
Do you know what we're doing at the end of the month? We could do it on Wednesday if you like. We're gonna do a Man United comedy competition, roast kind of thing, right? And what we do?
On Wednesdays, dude.
Do you? Friday. Would you?
We'll find out. You guys, we'll find out. But anyways, do you want to do the player rating soon?
Oh, gee, I think we should keep going on about this comedy while we're doing the player ratings. Oh, guys, we have to show this lovely transition I made, yeah, where it turns the page onto the next scene.
By the way, I've got
Wow.
5 minutes, so, you know, just say.
Wow.
But we could do versus Harry Maguire's forehead versus Virgil van Dijk's forehead.
Hard to judge.
One looks like a potato, and one looks like a chunky head. Who will win?
Put it on Twitter. You can do a poll on Twitter.
I'm not gonna lie. I think we could be good. I think we could make good like memes.
Oh God, Joe. WrestleMania. You're all two you wrestling fans. WrestleMania.
No.
That's like big chunky head versus Maguire, the big potato head. Who would win?
Mr. Potato Man versus Mrs. Potato Man.
Oh man, that's...
Oh yeah. Yep. Yeah.
You know what? I'll go with Harry Maguire because I don't think he realized he got hurt. He's so sick that...
I'm United captain now. I never realized I was United captain. It is an honor.
You know, it's funny you say that because I was arguing with somebody on Twitter that somebody's like, De Gea needs to be more vocal and he needs to step up. I'm like, the last time he did that, he got stripped of the captaincy.
Well, he was doing that today. De Gea is making a champion sound, screaming at the referee right now.
Hey, he's gonna punch him in the face, and then he's going to.
From top now, we all live in a Glazer's bank machine. A Glazer's bank machine.
Picture when like half of the United squad look like they were gonna beat the snot out of that poor little referee. Like,
Oh my God! I got
they're like, give me lunch money.
We all live in United bank machine. United bank machine. Oh, I'm not. Right, guys, player ratings. Humpty Dumpty. I mean De Gea. I'd give.
Yes, I said something.
Here, can we just like, do I have to write down player ratings, do I? Because I kind of like the screen that we're on. I like the screen that we're...
It'll be recorded on the stream, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, people hear it, will they?
Yeah.
Right,
I think you can argue for De Gea getting an 8.
yeah, I'd say an 8.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's the #1 champion sound, big chunky forehead right now. I'm just photoshopping Van Dijk's head to be really big.
If
that
he didn't
Henderson shot?
make so many saves.
That didn't hit the post first. De Gea hit it off the post.
Yeah,
That could have
fingertips
been.
as well.
That could have been. Yeah.
Strong fingers.
And then yes, was it Mane who should have gotten a better shot off that De Gea blocked with his feet, but that was still a 1-on-1, and De Gea got down low. And then his fire, his passion, you know, that's what people have
the
been
ref stopping us from getting 3-0 basically.
Yeah, so I say you can argue for an 8.
I'd say an 8.
Yeah. Who we on next?
I have the lineup like beside me as well. Maguire.
Nice. Maguire was worse than Lindelof, so I'll give him a
Worse?
6. Yeah. He was worse than
Yes. I would disagree with that. I don't think Lindelof did much either. I think they both deserve same rating.
But why would you disagree with that, in your opinion?
I don't think Lindelof deserves better because I don't think he did anything better. I don't think Maguire did anything better.
In that game, I did see a lot more from Lindelof defending wise. He stopped Mane from getting through when Wan-Bissaka was.
Yeah, I'll give you that one. I'll give you that one because Maguire did not do great on like. Right, guys. I just look what happened to Van Dijk on the meme section of our group.
Yeah, I just saw it.
That's what happened to Maguire. I mean Van Dijk. Especially when he's touching the. Don't know why he's touching the side of his head. No, that's Van Dijk. Harry Maguire.
Actually a Ballon d'Or winner. Oh my God, got a Ballon d'Or winner. And not only Ballon d'Or winner in our squad. Let's go, boy. Yeah.
That's a 5-head right there.
Oh guys,
That's a 6-head.
guys, I actually got a bigger. I got a better version of him. I think this looks more realistic.
I've already got a big forehead.
Alright, so did we say 6 for Harry? Because I could.
6. I mean, yeah, because we did lose 2-0, so I can't
you can't get. I think you could give both, but you can't give Lindelof a 7 if we lost 2-0 either.
Oh, for me, they're
more
both
work than him,
6.
to be honest. And
What?
at fault.
One sec. Why is Van Dijk's head getting bigger? Well, why does he just look like a pen? Why does Noah? You know more. You know Maguire. Hey, Charlie, I'm not gonna lie. I think if you're gonna come in here just like saying about how much Liverpool's defense cost, like I literally don't care. I know United are crap. Like there's no point of going here bragging how much Liverpool's defense cost compared to United's.
Listen here, Charlie, mate. Please don't say that again, mate. We already know.
The guys, what happens to Van Dijk's head that I just sent you? Didn't it look like a pen?
Listen, guys. Listen. Let's just pay respects to Van Dijk, big forehead. And
Big chunky, big forehead.
And he looks like a conehead. Love it. We've got to love it.
The only thing that we could find fault in Van Dijk at the moment.
Saluting, because he knows he's saluting to the fans. Cause
Hey guys, I'm gonna have to put you on mute. I'll be right back.
Right.
Go on with that.
Alright. So wait. I don't think you'd give him a 7 if you're losing 2-0.
In my opinion, like, he wasn't up for any of the goals, you know what I mean?
How?
Why was that fault for the first one?
I wouldn't say that's his fault for. How's this his fault for zone remarking? I don't know how it's his fault for zone remarking.
What do you mean now? No, yeah, because the second one, they both should have been back. Well, more Lindelof, because Lindelof's not good in the air, but you know what I mean?
I don't know how.
Okay, I'll both give them a 7 then, because I can't
6.
give Lindelof lower than a 7. Because he had a good performance.
Guys, I'm photoshopping Maguire now. I think he's beautiful now.
Oh no, you can't be giving us centre back.
yeah.
Wait, so what do you give Lindelof?
6. Then.
Yeah.
God!
Sure.
Take some head!
I'll give him 8. Because if the hair got 8, he's got 8.
Shaw. Yeah, Shaw was actually brilliant today.
Alright, sorry guys.
Guys, what happened to Maguire now? Like, why are all these players getting big heads? Look at Maguire.
Looks like Dan James.
Doesn't he? That's Dan James. It's Dan James' boys. Look at his smile though. Look at his smile though. Look at his smile though.
Yeah.
What are we saying for Shaw?
An 8.
I think 8's good.
Oh Jesus, I'm dying on the inside.
Yeah, actually, I'll just let it go on because they don't want to spoil my hand in the match.
Alright.
Aaron Wan-Bissaka, I think that was a pretty poor game. I'd give him a
5.
I'd give him a 6 because I don't think it's his fault that he has burnout. No, but listen. Actually, no. 5. A 5. I was going to say it's not his fault that he got burnout. But you don't just do a running man on it though. Like when he's running, he's just doing a running man. Like I think of you. I can't sing much more because I'll get copyrighted.
I think we got another person in.
What?
Who's it?
James is in the call. Hello, James.
Oh no, Jamie is here. What's the point of joining mute your mic and leaving? Hello guys, bye.
Bye! I'm going. See you later.
All night, I think of Wan-Bissaka, but then he's injured.
Bye.
Alright, Wan-Bissaka, I'd give him a 5. Yeah?
Same 5. I think we all agree on the 5.
Williams.
Oh my days.
I think he had a good game.
Okay, 9. No, can I just tell you why? Before you give me any judgments.
No!
This is the young lad coming from the youth start again. He comes and puts a very, very solid performance. Loses the ball, gets it.
I don't disagree with it, but I'm just saying, like,
composed on the ball, he knows what to do. He doesn't just kick it out like most of our players was doing. And I think that he was one of the better when back side. I think he was better than Shaw in my opinion. Shaw was a bit overrated in my opinion.
Oh yeah, I think he was better than Shaw. Yeah, Liverpool beat. Yeah.
Oh my God, that is one of the best. That was the best thing he's ever said this year. That should go in his 2020 montage. That, wow.
I don't think it was that good, but yeah.
Yeah.
He was like, yeah, Williams was a 9, yeah, for a young kid that. Brilliant. That deserves an Oscar. Yeah.
This is just an Oscar day, isn't it?
Man, if our phones could detect sarcasm, our phones would just blown up.
That is your best moment. Now that is Jesse's best moment.
He was like that.
No, that is. I'm not gonna lie. That is Jesse's best moment. Now you can't. The fact that if we can detect sarcasm, guys, what happened to Wan-Bissaka? What's happening to our players? Spider-Man actually looks like a cockroach now.
Look at his five.
Why you got Wan-Bissaka looking like Marvin?
Why do we got him looking like Jar Jar Binks?
He looks like he's just got the wrong order.
You know what though, Tuss, to be honest, you actually convinced me with that. I agree with you that he doesn't just clear the ball out. He doesn't just clear the ball out. The fact that he started to put it back into play, that's a pretty impressive stat. That doesn't go on a score sheet. You know what I'm saying? Like.
Exactly.
But it's true.
Like, I'm not gonna lie. Why does Wan-Bissaka look a bit fat in that picture? The way I edited it, doesn't it just push out his stomach? Alright, see ya.
Yeah, I got to go too as well, because it's bloody 6 minutes after 45. Alright, guys.
So it's the me and Jesse. So it's the me and Jesse's show then.
Yeah. You guys have a good one.
Right, see ya.
Watch it on the stream though.
It's the me and Jesse show. Woo! Oh yeah, we didn't give him the did we give you the minute round of applause for being the best caller?
You did.
You did. So now it's your video. Now it's your video for being the caller.
At first, I had Williams at an 8, but Tuss made some good points. I think I'm just too
annoyed.
I know I'm getting a 9 for me. You know what I'm saying? But.
Right, Matic, no, it was a terrible first half, but a decent second half. I'll give him a 6, 7.
7 is good. I think 7 is fair, because the one thing I could say for Matic is he had a couple of moments in the second half where he actually tried to play the ball.
Yeah, the first 5 minutes, he was actually like really attacking for United.
Yeah. And he put a couple of good balls. Are we getting to Fred yet, or is Fred next?
Yeah, 1 second. With Charlie, it's not a Liverpool fan channel. Like, how would you rate Liverpool for performance? It's not a Liverpool fan channel. It's not Man United one either, but we don't rate Liverpool. Sorry, but like Fred, I'll give him a 9. I think he's my man of the match because I think he's the only player trying to do something for that whole game. How many times did he drive off the pitch, literally dribble past every single Liverpool player?
I agree with you. The reason why I'm going to give him an 8 instead, I'm not that I'm saying it's because he's still woefully, his technique is pretty woeful in the attacking half, and he's not a threat. Where I guess it's not that it has to be his position, but like he's but you know what else was really bothering me was he was trying too much of these little back heel flicks for my liking, and kind of killing the attack dead when he could have just passed it on, you know.
I kind of have to disagree a little. I don't think he is that type of player that will just go all out like that. Is meant to be this attacking player. I think he's more of the CDM type player, in my opinion. So I think he did well for.
What I'm trying to say is, I agree with you. I'm saying if he's gonna keep trying to go forward like he is, he's gonna have to improve.
Yeah, I get you.
He was meant to do that.
Because nobody else had creativity. Pereira was shocking again. Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, so I'm here. Yeah, I'm not gonna argue too much.
Yeah, see, like this, the thing that we United, it's like people might think we might be being harsh. We're so frustrated with this team at the moment. The fact that they're coaching Ollie to do this, Ollie's coaching players to do this with football, and then it just goes and turns out to be like that. It's just frustrating to watch them at the moment. Like, I can't stand United anymore. Ollie, the fact that I said hopefully the players get unrested. I think that's the only way he'll get sacked, because how many players in that team are being underutilized? In my opinion, this is a point I wanted to say. How many players in this team are being underutilized? Loads. Shaw's being underutilized. Chong's being underutilized. Gomez being underutilized. Fred's even being underutilized because he's have to do everything as a CDM. James is being overutilized.
I agree.
You know what I mean? So many players. Right, Pereira.
Oh,
4. That is absolutely same exact time as well. Like that was the worst performance. I wouldn't say off the season. I can't say of the season, but you can. That is absolutely woeful. He lost 3. I'm not giving him a 4. He didn't do anything right except one little touch that he was meant to do. 3, because he did so many bad passes. He lost the ball so many times. He shot from stupid angles. That's absolutely.
That was driving me crazy. I'm like, can we stop? I'm like, you're not gonna beat Allison from outside the box. Could you stop it?
Thank you, Tuss. Tuss, same with you. No homo. It's just like.
Right, who you got next?
Martial.
I always trust.
I have to disagree. I'm not gonna lie, Tuss, you have to disagree. Pereira masterclass. I'm not gonna lie, I don't think you're watching the same game, mate. I'm not gonna lie, if you think that's a masterclass, then that means Matic is our saviour and he's gonna win the Ballon d'Or. I don't know what he did right. What do you mean he pressed, personally? James pressed, Martial pressed, Fred pressed, Maguire even pressed. That's what we expect, though. Like, I don't know how to create things at least. Everyone else was trying to create things. How many times, if he wasn't there, would a player do better? Like, he's just blowing us out. He's annoying me so much. Even Lingard would have done better than Pereira today. Would you agree with 3?
For Martial?
Pereira. Oh, sorry, we're on Martial. Oh yeah, we went back to Pereira because someone said about Pereira.
Well, we were at a 4, but you want to go down to a 3?
Yeah.
I can't argue. He was dreadful today.
Yeah. Martial, I'd give him a 5. A 6, yeah, no, a 6. 6, because I think personally, look, he didn't play well, but he played okay when he got the ball. Like, he for the lack of service he did get. When he did get the ball, he didn't do particularly well, but sometimes he had some bright spells. Not just one bright spell, it was a couple of them, you know what I mean? But that chance he did from the flick back, that he should have scored that. That should have been in, to be honest.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying most about Tony? Is that I think, this is just me, because I like Tony a lot. I like Anthony Martial a lot. And I like Marshall. And I'm always but one thing I think he needs to work on is that he whines way too much. Like, I was watching, there was a play when it was a pass between Wan-Bissaka to, not Wan-Bissaka, I was pass between William to James, and then James tried to kick it out to Martial, and it didn't get to him. And he starts just like throwing his hands up, and he starts sulking. And William brings the ball back and tries to kick it up, but Martial's not in place.
Yeah,
and
that's frustrating.
So one thing I would like to see from Tony is to just he's always
complaining.
Arms, and he's always like complaining way too much, in my opinion. But yeah, I'll give him a 6. I give him
James, he just burned out. He wasn't meant to play this much. I'd give him a 5 because, like, to be fair, like, I'm not gonna lie, but it's not his fault. I think personally he's playing way too many games that he should have. We all have opinions. Need a new striker to push Martial first place, and the right winger, as James and Greeny are both young, and especially. It's probably continued on next day. Like, we all have opinions, yeah, but like, thing is, I agree with the Martial thing. I think he's got complacent. I think he whines too much. And if someone's fighting for a striker position, I think he'd do 10 times better. I agree with you, and another right winger. Because, look, one injury, and who do we have to play? We can't even play front 3 really anymore. James, Martial, and Greenwood. We don't even have a midfield to rotate anymore. We don't even have a front 3 to rotate anymore. How frustrating is that?
Just think about this. Our healthiest striker right now is Anthony Martial, who is made of glass.
Yeah, he could. If he gets, this is the thing that's gonna happen. He's gonna get. If he gets injured, we're done. We are done. We're gonna have to play James as striker. We're gonna have to play James as striker with Lingard probably and Greenwood.
You know what's gonna happen, right? The United are not gonna. This is what's gonna happen. United are not gonna sign Fernandez, right? They're not gonna sign anybody else. And then you know what's gonna happen? February 1st, Anthony Martial is gonna pick up an injury, and United are.
Our season is if Martial gets injured, and I'm predicting. He will get injured because how injury prone he is.
Yeah, to me, it's always a matter of when, not if.
Yeah, exactly. Same with Luke Shaw. As good as Luke Shaw can play, no, he just had cramp because I think he had to do a lot of running all that. He had cramp. I understand that. He only got back and he hasn't played the last 3 games. I understand that.
Yeah.
But he did play 88 minutes.
So
but
I'll be getting ready because I can't wait to tell you my score for Ole.
Oh yeah, score for Ole is at 3.
3, yep.
Oh my god, we're telekinetic. I'm messing.
You know what? Not only did he totally just bend over for Klopp by switching up his formation like that. What was he doing? What was he doing when he called back De Gea from the corner?
No, that's exactly. Look, wait, was I saying that to you or Toss? In the call, I was saying that to Toast. You could go back to the stream because I was saying the thing that frustrated. I could clip it if people don't believe me. I said the thing that frustrated me that nobody's talking about is De Gea's trying to get a last-minute goal, and you go and tell him to go back.
You're playing against not only the first-place team, your biggest rival, at their stadium, and you call him back? What the hell?
He's pushing up, and then you go, no!
And then you're gonna tell me that you're not gonna make your first substitution until about
74 minutes. Yeah, I think
you got to know this stuff by now.
Like, personally, I hope this channel grows, in my opinion. I never want to take. I'm not gonna lie. I'm never ever gonna say I want to be the fully Man United channel, best on YouTube. Because I'm not gonna lie, the United Stand's a great channel, without a doubt. I'm not trying to say that we're gonna outpass the United Stand and all that. I'm not trying to say. I'm not taking credit for all of this. I'm not trying to compete with the United Stand. We're trying to have our own different thing here.
Yeah, but that's how every channel's gotta start from somewhere. You
know what I mean? Like, this is the thing that's frustrating. Ole has shot himself in the foot with quotes saying, "Oh, you need 20 minutes to play," and he doesn't even sub on people at 20 minutes. He subs them on. You know what I mean?
How can you deceive yourself? Not just and the thing is, this is why I know what I just said a few minutes ago, but I was trying to be funny. But I'm being serious. They almost have to sign Bruno, because if they don't sign Bruno, they are toast, because all the fans already know that most of the transfer talk, they're they're not the fans anymore. If they don't sign Bruno, it's gonna get nasty.
Yeah, cause like I'm not gonna lie. Like.
But anyways, I'm sorry, man. I gotta go too.
All right, that's grand. We're just gonna end up the stream anyways, guys. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. That was that was enjoyable.
That was therapy today. That was
therapy with Van Dyke's forehead. That was icing on the cake.
I was furious. So thanks, man.
All right, thanks for coming, guys. Thanks for watching. And end the stream. And